Hey guys, it's Tina from Tina's English Library Group, and today we are on to our fourth meeting. So we're going to talk about the topic. Topic was pretty hard. It was kind of sad on one side and some kind of weird on the other. And at the end, it ended up well. Of course, as usual in our meetings in our class, everything ends up well. So what we're talking about, if you guys remember, we were talking about death. Oh yeah, baby. Very, very serious stuff. But still, we managed to make it a little funner, a little kind of cooler. Yeah, you can mix up words like this. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but yeah, you can. You actually can create your own words, your new words. So feel comfortable, feel free, feel really relaxed with English, okay? I want you to enjoy the language. I want you to feel comfy when you're speaking it, when you're using it, when you're thinking it in any way. So get creative and let's get on it. So, what we're going to talk about today, I made the whole list of the new words that you asked me to write down, to note for you when we were speaking. And I made a photo, a picture, I could say a snapshot. And I added to our Facebook group. So if you haven't seen it, please get into our Facebook group and check it out. This is how it looks. If you can see all the words, and I made some small illustrations, I could say, some small drawings just to have more fun with it because the topic is pretty serious. So, what kind of words we were using and what new words actually happened during our last class for you guys. So, we went with the word dye, which sounds the same as to dye your hair. So, to make your hair different color, to put this color on, and the whole process is called dyeing, the same thing as when you are living this earth. So dye, and the only difference is they're written a little differently. See over here. Next thing, I asked you guys to tell me, how do you call this process of actually going away from your physical body? Some people say that there's nothing to go away, meaning that people have nothing when they're died. They just don't have any soul or anything. And some people say that you actually go back home or go back to God. So I asked you to name all the names, all the words, all the phrases that could talk about this process and describe it. And you went with this: to die, just normally; to pass away; to bite the dust. Do you remember this from a song, Mercury? Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. So to bite the dust. And then, Virginia, you said something about that husband of your friend that she was speaking about. She used the expression, my late husband. And we were thinking about, is it late as something going on later in hours? Or is it laid, meaning that someone or something is being laid on the ground or under the ground? So we have two of these words over here. And you can see, so it's either late or laid. You can choose, you can check out the translations in your vocabularies. You can check it out online, just have fun with it, okay? Next thing, expire. In some states of America, I've heard people say expire. Like, my grandfather has expired 2 years ago. And I'm like, excuse me? What? Wait. Milk expires, butter expires. I don't know. We have expiration dates on different products, but grandpa doesn't have expiration date. And it was like so unusual that it was just funny, really funny. So in some cases, you will hear people say that their beloved, their people who they love, family or friends, expired. Also, there is another word that is not here, but I'm sure you've heard about it. It sounds like a diseased person. Someone diseased means someone dead, someone who died. Next word, kick the calendar. And now we are getting to translations, straight translations like copy, how do you call it? copy paper. Do you remember that? This black sheet that we used to lay between two white sheets, and everything that we were writing on the one sheet came from this black sheet into this second one layer of paper, and we had like two pieces of the same stuff. It was long before all the Xeros, as you call them, Xero machines. So yeah, kick the calendar. Yeah, this is like, oh, come on, you guys. Polish people say so interesting stuff, such interesting stuff about death, and the names that you guys give the process are hilarious, but they really sound very cool. So what we got here, kick the calendar. Martin, do you remember? Okay. Smell flowers from underneath. I even draw you someone who does smell flowers from underneath, as you can see. Next one, turn over. Przewrócić się, turn over. Next one, go on the other side. Well, this one is international, everybody says that. Cross the bridge. You guys, this one sounds pretty cool. Just imagine you crossing, wait a sec. Here we go, there. You crossing this bridge. See what I did there? So you got some stuff there. Okay. Next one, cross the rainbow. So if we're speaking about the rainbow, usually it's used to describe passing away of your pet or any animal. It's like they're passing the rainbow, and there they have this free, wonderful world for them, created for their souls. So it's usually used for animals, but sometimes, of course, we can say that about humans too, because humans can cross the rainbow, right? Humans want to be in this beautiful world too. Next one. I love this one, but you Polish guys are so cool. Like, oh my God, your imagination is going really great. Look at this. Stretch out the legs. How do you like that? Stretch out the legs? Come on. That sounds really funny. Next one, well, it's classics. Go to heaven or go to hell. Next one, meet God. Look at this one, meet God. So you can meet God when you die. Next one, breathe away the spirit. Or you can breathe out the spirit, because we're calling from this xerocopying, from this Polish expression, wyzionąć ducha. So breathe out or breathe away the spirit, and there we started the conversation about, is it spirit or soul, and what is the difference? That's why you got two more words here, spirit and soul, and my question, what is the difference? Next one, give back soul to God. Oddać duszę Bogu. Give back soul to God, right? Beautiful. Sounds really like a poetry. Polish are really good in poetry. Okay, sudden death. Sudden death when it happens like right away. Car crash, when you're like not expecting, but being surprised by death. And there is terminal illness. Getting terminally ill and passing away in a long-term time. So everybody has time to say goodbye to you. Of course, there is never enough of goodbyes, of saying goodbye to someone who you love, and you don't ever want to say goodbye. But usually people are divided in this. Some people say that it's better to die suddenly because you don't feel that pain that comes with terminal illnesses and all this suffering, right? And some people say that, oh, no, I would prefer to go slowly, to expire slowly, and have a chance to say goodbye to everybody I love and put all my stuff to, how do you call it? To order, right? All my business to order, and then pass away peacefully. And some say, oh, no, I just want to go rapidly. I just want to go fast. I don't want to suffer. I want to go fast. So it's like opinions are divided, right? Zdania naukowców na ten temat są podzielone. Next one, be collected. We were speaking about, is it worth to teach people how to process death of their beloved ones? And what if we had this kind of stuff taught in schools? What kids would feel if their grandmas, grandddads, because usually the older people in the family pass away faster. How would kids manage this? And one of you told us the story about how they said goodbye to their grandfather. And it was hard. There was regret that this time wasn't used properly, because this was a time of feeling uncomfortable with the situation and not being able to talk about it and not being taught what to do. So we talked about the whole process of dying, the whole process of saying goodbye, and what's going on after, before, in the process, and after. And if you're taught about what's going on, you have information, you feel more collected. So that's why you have here, let me get over here, the word collected, right? To be collected. So of course you go through pain, through suffering, but at the same time you can feel collected, because when someone dies, you have to take care of all the stuff, his or her things, belongings, and his or her body. You have to say goodbye. You have to know what to do in the hospital, in the mortal home, and in different stuff, in different businesses and things, and with all the different stuff that comes with it. And when you know, you're not surprised when it comes over, at least not with this. And you have more time to take care of your own feelings and emotions. So that's why we thought that it could be pretty useful. Next one, message to family. You remember that one, guys? We were speaking about things that our family, excuse me, gotta grab some tea because, drying out. Okay, I'm back. So we were speaking about message to the family. What I meant by that. Message to family is when you are giving your family some kind of information about what to do when you're gone. And in many cases, especially psychologists usually say that in many cases it helps people to close this business, to say goodbye, to go through mourning more collected, but also in a more healthy way. Not to hurt yourself, not to get into very deep depression, not being able to get out of it. So giving a message to your families, we're speaking about that, and I was asking every one of you, what would you say to them? What kind of plan would you give them to do when you're gone? If you're saying, like, you're writing a plan, okay guys, when I'm gone, I want you to go to Himalaya, right? And get up on the highest mountain, or go down to the deepest sea, or do some kind of project, something that has a start, has the whole process and the end, and some kind of meaning that you would know that when you've done it, you can say normally and freely and with a whole light spirit, you can say goodbye to me because you have done everything that you could for me. We're doing this, we're thinking about this, not for us, but for them, because we love them and we don't want them to suffer and go crazy about our death. We want them to, at the end of this whole process of saying goodbye to us, we want them to continue life, continue enjoying life, and live the most out of it. So some of us were even saying that they would allow their husband to get remarried, which would be awesome. I mean, you guys just think about how cool is that, to love someone that much that you just want them to be happy. Doesn't matter if it's with you or without you. You want them to be happy. So, Mrs. Wolf, I do appreciate your opinion, and thank you so much for sharing that with us. So these are almost all. Now we have also, look here guys, we have also a plan to help them close Gestalt. And I told you about Gestalt. It's a whole school in psychology, whole how can I say? Wait a sec. I will get collected. I will collect my thoughts. It's the whole thing about finishing businesses. Gestalt is also talking about some other stuff, but one of the main things in this technique, in this methodology, in this whole theory is to finish unfinished businesses. That's when you feel the relief and you actually can let go and leave on. So these are all the words of our last meeting. Hopefully it could be useful to you, and hopefully you remembered some of them, remembered some of them. And just remember, guys, next Friday is going to be the 1st of November, is your Polish holiday for the deceased, for the dead people. And with whole due respect, we just allow you guys to share it with your families and be there. There is no need to come to our classes, so classes are off. And next time I see you is gonna be on 8th of November. So not this Friday in this week, but in the next one, yeah? So hopefully to see you. I'm hoping it was pretty useful to you. And if it's so, if it is so, please thumbs up for this video, like it either on YouTube or in our Facebook group, because of course you will find the link there too. And keep on with learning English, enjoying English, and hope to see you next time. Bye.